As we come into the northern winter, I thought I'd show you guys my little project that I worked up a couple of weeks ago. This is an Aero Cloner, and it's made out of well, they look like 3-gallon buckets to me, 3 or 4 gallon buckets. You can see up here I've got it on a pair of timers. One's for the lighting, the other one's for the mist maker. I'll just show you what's inside of it. Okay, I've opened up the Aero Cloner now to show you what's inside of it. These are just bits of household kitchen sponge. What I've done is I've drilled a series of 20mm holes because that happened to be the hole saw that was in the drill at the time. And over here I've got the cord for the mist maker running through another hole. I've actually chopped a seam through the side of the bucket to go through that one. These are Swiss shard. They've been in there for 2 weeks. They all seem to be doing quite nicely. Actually, I think they've only been in there for about a week. Yeah, maybe a week. I bought a punnet of seedlings and they all seem to be surviving quite fine. That leaf looks like it's been chewed by some little bug that's been getting in there. This cherry tomato I've only put in here today, so it's not going to do much. Basically, I've chopped most of the edge of the lid off this thing to make it easier to get on and off. I'll just pull it off, show you what's inside. There's the mist maker machine. It's just floating in some polystyrene that I rescued from somewhere. That always makes sure that it's at exactly the right depth to generate the right amount of mist. As you can see, the water level's about 1/4 to 1/3 of what's in the bucket. If we look underneath the thing, see how that root growth is popping out the sides? Like when I put these things in here, I just pulled them straight out of the dirt and put them in. Those roots were hanging straight down, but it's started to generate these really great feeder roots coming out the side, which I'm quite pleased about. So it's obviously working. I'll just put that down for a tick. Now I'm switched on the mist maker so you can see the amount of mist that this thing's kicking out. There you go, I've got the top of the bucket. What that is water vapour. It's basically bathing the roots in a water vapour. When the roots grow down far enough, they turn into a cracky job, I suppose, but for the moment that mist works pretty good. This is the other half of the cloner, and as you can see, what I've done is taken an ordinary household LED downlight and I've drilled a hole in the bottom of the bucket and then plonked it through, and this forms the light shade which goes over the top. It's mains powered through this little green transformer here, which I did have glued to the top of the bucket, but the glue let go. Looking inside the light bucket, what I've done is I've just lined it with alfoil from the kitchen, and there's the downlight sitting in the bottom of the bucket. Like, it's a completely sealed unit, so I'm not particularly concerned about anything happening to it. They're designed to go in kitchens with steam and smoke and stuff like that, so that should be fine. There's a fair bit of moisture in there, but that just goes to... Here we are, I've put it together. It's turned on. You can see how much light it kicks out. That LED that I've put in there is 10 watts, so like it takes almost no power, and it provides 800 lumens, but inside of that bucket that's an awful lot of lumens. Now, as you can see, it's mains powered. That's how they come from the shop. It's about $47, I think, from my local lighting shop 100 metres up the street. The mains power goes into that little transformer, and that little transformer provides low voltage, which is probably, I think that's probably 12 volts, straight into the heatsink there. For anyone that's interested, this is the actual box for the light that I bought. It's, as you can see, it's the 6000K, yeah, 6000K. So that's the spectrum that it's using, 800 lumens. That's the brand and the serial number. I imagine it'll be available globally.